I'm working on a project known as Apache jclouds, and it's a Java multi-cloud toolkit. You can use it to talk to a bunch of different clouds. And I'm going to talk to you today about a forbidden subject, a taboo subject that nobody wants to talk about. Documentation. Woo! Yes. Developers don't want to talk about it. Operations people don't want to talk about it. You don't hear about it at conferences. I think they have their own conferences, but it's really best that they stay out of the way because documentation is awful. It's hideous, and the bit rot is terrible, and it's hard to find anything you need. And it's all of these things because it is hard to change. But it can be awesome. It can be absolutely beautiful, and it can be up to date with every single release, with every single commit. And you can search and find everything you need. And it can be these things if it's easy to change. But it is so damn hard to change. You got to get the permissions right. You can't use these crazy formats that nobody understands. And you can't use these weird esoteric tool chains. And the reviews, ugh. So let's make it easy to change, please, by absolutely anyone using common formats that everybody understands and ubiquitous tools. And let's make the reviews really, really easy for everyone involved. Here's how we do it in jclouds. We use GitHub for the contribution process. We use Markdown and a little bit of HTML. Super simple. Web browser. It doesn't get any more ubiquitous than that. And we make the reviews really, really easy for everyone involved using these technologies. So we have Jenkins kind of orchestrating the whole thing. We have Jekyll to build out our documentation, which is our website. And then we use jclouds to upload the whole site into Rackspace cloud files. Here's how it actually works. So at the bottom of every single page on the jclouds website, there's a link that says, fix this page. I hope it's pretty apparent what it does. It takes you into an editor on GitHub where you can actually fix the source code of this page. And it's in Markdown, so it's pretty easy to read. And if you don't have the repo forked, GitHub already forks it for you. Copy pasta, thank you very much. And when you're done with your change, you can even preview it in GitHub, another feature. You can propose the file change. And this is going to kick off the pull request process in GitHub. The pull request process being kind of the basic currency of contribution in GitHub. So you go ahead and you tell us exactly what it is you changed, why you changed it, how you've made this little corner of the jclouds world a better place. And you click Create Pull Request. Now, here's where Jenkins comes in. It notices this and builds out all of our documentation with Jekyll. Then, when it's hopefully successfully built, if it was a good change, it puts a comment on the pull request. Then, another job kicks off, and Jenkins uses jclouds to upload the whole of the documentation up to cloud files. And both the reviewer and the contributor visit this URL. And this is the entire documentation, completely rendered, living on Rackspace cloud files on our content distribution network, so the contributor and the reviewer are seeing the exact same thing, making the reviews really easy. And being a committer on jclouds, that's very interesting to me. So when I tell them to cross their T's and dot their lowercase j's, the whole process kicks off again. And finally, when everyone's happy with the contribution, the contributor has felt that they've made that valuable contribution, and you've got this better community engagement, we go ahead and we merge the pull request. So recently, jclouds underwent a massive site redesign, completely redesigned the whole thing, threw out the old, in with the new, and I wager that it would have taken much, much, much more than this if this system hadn't been in place when we went to do that redesign. So to kind of sum things up, if you can enable walk-up contributions in your projects, you're going to get much, much better community contributions. You're going to have more engaged users and a much stronger community. So find ways to lower those barriers. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about the system I built for jclouds, please visit rack.to/walkanddoc. Thank you.